Hello and welcome to my tips and tricks video for Of Life and Land, or former known Kerzoven. I'm doing this for the end of June version here. So let's get started. Tip number 1. Location. As you start planning your city, try to pick a place where you are near to every important resource like ore, stone, wood, and so on. So I placed my city right here. It's my first city. You can here check for ores on the map. You can see that here is tin, and there is something, and here, and here, and here, and here. So that's rather far away from the city. So the time they have to walk there, they can't be productive in this time. So yeah, let's try to build your city a bit more here, or wherever you want it to. Trees you can simply build, as well as, what did I mention? Oh, stone you can't build. Yeah, let's try to find some stone there. Tip number 2, hangar. So as I played the game myself, I ran into a few times that I have too little food stored. So they were constantly running around checking for bushes and stuff near the town, and even a bit far away from town, which meant they wouldn't work anymore. So first thing to check is your fields. It is now winter for me, so it's a bit bad, but you can see here there is a little stuff on the fields. So everywhere you can see there's stuff on the fields. So I have enough fields. I have enough workers. I'm full. Also max the storages. So if your fields are harvested pretty much all of the time, try checking if there are animals around which are eating those. If there are, place some fences. How? Here, fence. There is the wooden fence, which keeps big animals outside of your fence. And there's the stone fence, which keep the smaller animals outside as well. So yeah, at the beginning, yeah, of course, wooden fence, but then try to upgrade to stone fence, so the rabbits, raccoons, rats and stuff keep outside. If it is not harvested, try to max out on people. And if you have max people, try to build the second farm, which is this one here instead of the gatherer's shack. I think it can house more people, or at least it is more efficient, so try to do this. If you have a large city, so I'm at 114 people, try to make an own field for wheat and fruits. So this field is only for wheat, so that I know to prioritize wheat. Oh, sorry, this is my fruit field. So they are prioritizing fruits here, and vegetables and grass. And there was the mainly wheat field. There's just a little stuff for fruit and vegetables. So here I have my prior one for grain, and then all other stuff if they are maxed out. If you mix those, so half-half, they will always try to fill the first priority, and if this is emptied, they will again try to fill the first priority, and you maybe never get to the second one. So if you can, try to, yeah, split them. For the next tip for hunger, try at your forester's lodge, whatever the first thing is here, to collect mushrooms. To be able to collect those, you will have to build a certain type of trees, and you can see here those two trees are producing mushrooms. This one is not, and this one is neither. So plant a lot of those two trees in the area around your forester's lodge, and yeah, they will collect mushrooms as well for your people to eat. Of course, if you have enough money, you can also import food. How? You build a marketplace, and then you can make a new entry, select the food you want. I want bread. And then that could be a little complicated, so let's check it out. Our marketplace will sell goods. We don't want to do that. Not selling. So if you do this, we're not selling. If you want to sell, you can just enter the amount. Okay, it's a bit buggy. So 100 will be kept in stock and everything above will be sold. Sorry. Let's talk about this later. And here's the purchasing. Now, if you enter 100, until we reach 100, this is being bought. Yeah. Okay, to finish off this marketplace mysterium, I will show you how you can trade within your settlements. So let's say, I don't know, let's trade some grain, and here, providing, a marketplace will provide this item internally as long as we have more than the set threshold in stock. So I would like to have at least 100. Enter. And everything else I'm providing. So let's get to a different settlement. Find the marketplace. And here we can simply request also the grain. But now we are requesting until we are reaching, yeah, it doesn't make sense to hit 50 here. Maybe you want to split up between settlements, so you can do 50. But yeah, now I'm requesting here 50. And now you also have to get some employees here working. Otherwise, no one is storing the goods or getting the goods. Yeah, this would be all from the side of how marketplaces works. If you're still struggling with food or with the food making process, try to go through the workflow and see where it is stuck. So we can see here, this is always emptied. Where is it? So I have little grains, but they are always producing. So it comes to the next station, which is the milling process. We are on max here. Also max this one. This is not maxed, but some guy is standing here and doing stuff. Also upgrade this one. And so we have enough flour, sorry. Now the next station, which is the bakery, we can also see here is enough flour and we have enough bread. So the next station would be like a kitchen, campfire, restaurant, whatever. And you can also see this is, yeah, there are enough workers too, but yeah, this is enough. Also maxed out the storage here. And they get their bread. So nothing wrong with my workflow here. If you are really struggling with food and your people are starving, try planting some bushes and stuff around your town. I would recommend just bushes or maybe garden beds, and just very near to your city, but so they will not run around somewhere really far, so they can get something to eat and then get back to their work. Yeah, just plant them somewhere near so that they can get food if they can't reach any restaurant with food. One last recommendation from my side. I never could start fishing efficiently, so I've stopped it. I've tried at 2 places, at the sea and down here, but my fishes, which is a fish, this is a fish, they're nearly at 0. You see the pink line here. Yeah, which the other one? Trouts, they are also at 0 for me. Even feeding doesn't do anything anymore, so they are just dead on my map. Maybe don't try to overfish and start feeding earlier. Now coming to my last 2 hunger tips. Hunt for the animals which are most annoying. So just showed you here at the fraction data, then census. Check for the animals you have most of. I have a lot of rats. I have some hares and some sheeps. The other ones I don't have too much of. Raccoons I have, but yeah. So, at the hunting lodge, first priority, rats. They don't give much, but if you have a rat problem, yeah, you get enough meat there too. Then sheeps, because they always run around inside of my village and eat away my stuff. So I'm trying to kill those. There are some rats which are feeding on my wild wheat. And what's my last point? Ah, yeah. In your houses, I'm not sure if the smallest one can, but the small cabin, we can here make a pet space. Let's try to find somewhere I have one. So, upgrade the pet space, and then add animals. You can simply slaughter them. And if they ever do this, you will get a lot of meat. Not sure if they are doing this. Ah, yeah. Yeah, you get some meat, so you can feed your people. I think the only animal... Yeah, you can choose between those. I'm not sure how this exactly works, but I've always had raccoons. I'm fine with those. They never did anything, so. Now coming to tip number 3. How to settle new maps. First you go to map. Either click down here or M. And what you first have to do is do some diplomacy with those other villages. So to settle there, you have to do the settlement rights. So you have one by one have to do those. Yeah, that you reach this point. Once you have this active, you can then go to transfer. Then my city here is called Valley. And then say, yeah, we go to the coast. And then simply choose some guys. Best would be not to choose kids. So I think from the age 14 and upwards they can work. So choose some workable children at least. Select some of those and then go. Once you reach your other's village, I don't know, somewhere, you simply start again building your town. Like the first time. To tip number 4, I think. Try to do the immigration. The immigration starts once you build the community center, and this enables the immigration. So you just click here, invite next person. I have 0 housings available, but you can just simply accept them anyway, and someone joins. And extra tip, if you're a streamer, you can activate in the settings somewhere that the people who are chatting in your chat can take names here. But I always recommend doing the immigration so that you have more people to work for you. To tip number 5, clothes or materials or whatever. If you want wool to make clothes, yeah, I recommend wool, so therefore I recommend sheep. You can here select which one you would like to have. I recommend sheep if you are aiming for clothes and maybe something more to eat, because then you can make cheese here. So gets lots of sheep. I have here 2 stables, barns. And another tip, they only will be collected if they're at maximum. So they're only milked at, I think, 20 and only sheared at when they have 20 wool. And if you would like some more meat, I recommend deers, as they have the most amount of meat when being slaughtered. To my last tip. Not sure if I can see this. Yeah, I can. You can do quests, but they don't really bring you anything. So I've done all the quests. They are simply for a little bit of story, but they don't get you stuff or much stuff. So not really needed to go any further in your game, not needed for resources, just for fun. One last tip from my side. If you want to level up, so become level 7, so you can get all the buildings. The maximum is level 7 at the moment. Look at your people's needs. So just go here, faction data, and you can see who's at 1 and what do they need. So he doesn't need anything, he just needs time to level up, as I just migrated him. Then here, I have recently washed myself. Positive. Joyful, snuggled, warm, still young. So they just need time. Here, I'm ill. I'm ill, so I have some medicine here. They simply can go there. Do they need something else here? No, they all washed themselves recently. Let's keep that up. They did too. I treat my illness, that's nice. Yeah, and from the second to last, you need to build mansions. Which one is it? This one. So it's just a really expensive building. And then you get to the last level. And maybe one more side tip. Try to build stone roads. They make your people faster. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any more questions, just write them in the comments and I will try to help you as much as I can. Hope to see you next time. Bye bye!